What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Freedom Cigar Break. How are y'all doing today? I'm Dylan.
And I'm PJ.
All right, PJ, what are we going to be smoking today?
So today we have the Island Gym by Leaf by Oscar. Gorgeous looking cigar. It looks like a torpedo, but check this out. I'll come a little closer here. Beautiful band. It's got a Connecticut Maduro. Just a good looking cigar.
Like it's the creativity on the wrapping is incredible.
So I'm excited to smoke this. By the way, I'm gonna have to say thank you, Dylan, he picked these up today for us.
Oh yes.
So that we can enjoy and give you our perception of how this tastes, smells.
And has a good smell just starting off.
Yeah, it smells really nice.
It does.
Pretty good. What do you think it smells like?
I feel I'm getting like a creamy kind of scent from it right here, just like initially. Like something like I really like a creamy, like chocolatey kind of scent.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's really good. And this one's gonna be a little bit higher up on the spectrum, not quite a full flavor, full body, but just shy of that.
So this is gonna sound funny, but closer to the edge here.
It is a little bit different than the rest of the body.
Almost, I hate to say, but it's almost like a manure smell.
Yeah, like a farm, like barn.
Farm, there you go.
Like,
farm is a good way to say it. But then you also get the chocolate smell
right,
as well.
fades through. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and light this up. We'll be right back.
Do you know the dimension on this? Not quite sure. It's an interesting pull. It's different.
That's unique.
Right? It's
Yeah.
different.
How different though? Like, how would you describe that?
Well, first off, there's definitely no spices. I'm not getting any spices whatsoever. It's super smooth. But no, the uniqueness that I'm getting right now is it's like a torpedo that you just do one small little like guillotine cut at the end and just call it there. The pull is weird because it's a good pull, but it's a really small.
It's like pulling through a straw. It kind
Yeah.
of feels like. I might cut it down a little bit in a little while. Just I'll give it some time. But it is smooth. It is creamy.
Super creamy, smooth. No spice right now in this first couple pulls. It's really good, enjoyable.
Wow. All right.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this down through the first third. We'll catch up to you guys as we start that second third of the cigar. Be right back. All right, what's going on, guys? We're back here. We're in the second third. I'm just now getting into my second third of this cigar. So the first third of the cigar was really good, smooth, creamy, no spice. Even as I'm getting into the second third now, still really no spices at all, but I'm still getting that creamy, like cocoa kind of flavor from it, but I'm getting a weird aftertaste and like somewhat of a film on my lips, it feels like, when I'm pushing out my smoke. I don't know what it is. I can't really describe it. It's not a very pleasant aftertaste I'm getting, but the taste itself while I'm pulling in the smoke is not bad. It still tastes really good, creamy, smooth. Just the aftertaste is not pleasant to me. Still fairly good smoke, holding an amazing ash. It is a tighter wrap cigar. The ash itself is also staying fairly tight, and very clean burn mark so far as we've gotten through this first third.
And in my experience, it's still very creamy, very smooth. I feel like it doesn't have a whole lot of smoke output. Not that it's not doing bad. I just feel like it's not like others that I've had where it puts out this tremendous amount of volume. I'm still having difficulty with the draw. I have cut the tip twice. It's helped, but it still feels a little tight, kind of like sipping through a straw.
It's like drinking a milkshake through like a tight straw. Right?
Absolutely. Something that was really neat earlier was I was getting an aroma off of the foot. It reminded me of like chocolate candies. There's a particular candy that I like. It's called Sixlets. It's like these little hard-coated chocolate candy balls. And I was getting that nice sweet smell. No changes yet in the flavor. Still the same.
And you're not getting that aftertaste either, right?
I'm not getting the aftertaste, no. So really, this is really good. We both of us have different taste buds. We're having a different experience.
And like I said, it's not a
flavor.
bad pull. I'm still getting that same flavor. It's just the aftertaste is changing a little bit. I'm starting to actually get one.
I'm probably going to use the draw poker to see
Yeah,
if
we'll
it'll help me open it up.
probably poke it at least once just to see if we can open it up. Just because, having that difficulty with a draw just makes it that much less enjoyable. I don't know about you, but I enjoy getting a good full draw, being able to hold the smoke in my mouth and letting out slowly and being able to see, getting that cloud coming out. But there really isn't much with this. We were talking about earlier, it's super translucent smoke, whereas most cigars that we've had, a super white cloud of smoke that's coming out. So we're going to go ahead and get going through this second third, and we'll catch up with you guys as we start the final third.
Time out. Definitely improved the...
Poking it?
Oh, my word. Check it out.
Still better. It's still translucent smoke, but a lot more of it.
And it actually, my flavors are starting to open up and change now. So I think this helped. I'm sure they're not all like this. I know that they're hand rolled and all of them are different.
Absolutely.
But we'll see. We'll come back and give you an update.
Yep, we'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. All right, what's going on, everyone? We're back here. We're still kind of making our way through the second third. Cigar structure is amazing. As you can see, he still has a nice ash. I don't even think he's ashed it once yet. My ash unfortunately fell off, but his cigar is staying lit very well. I stepped away for a few minutes to take care of something. I came back and it was still lit. There was no need to relight. The burn line on it, still really good.
That's my first ash. Oops.
But the cigar is holding together really well. It's packed a little bit more tight, but I think that's also helping with the structure that we're getting throughout the entire cigar.
So far, good quality.
Yep.
I'm enjoying it.
All right, and we'll be right back once we get started with this final third. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. We're just now starting to get into that final third there. Not much has changed as we went through that entire second third. Still that sweet, kind of creamy cocoa kind of flavor that I'm getting from it. Still somewhat of an aftertaste. It is a little bit harder to smoke. I've had to poke it a few times. It lightens up or loosens up just a little bit whenever I do so. It's an enjoyable smoke. It's creamy, has a good aroma. It's just not how I expected it to be. Just that little bit of an aftertaste, that little bit of film that I'm getting. It's still not one of the most enjoyable cigars I've had, but overall not a bad smoke.
And for me, it is still pleasant to smoke. It's pretty nice, but the flavor has changed. I'm getting more of a full medium, like a solid medium. There's a little bit of
Like a heavier body.
a heavier body. It's not full, but I mean it's definitely not the smooth creamy that we had in the first half. But still going, not too bad. I'm not having some of the aftertaste that you're having. The burn on this, it was kind of wonky there for a little bit. It started to correct itself. It's still not perfect, but it's nice to know that I don't have this one side that's not burning and it's just burning on the other side. So we'll see. We'll give them some feedback here when we're done.
We're gonna go ahead and finish up the last bit of the cigar, and we'll be back with you guys for that overall review. Just kind of give our final outputs and like what we think about this cigar. All right, we'll be right back. What's going on, everyone? We just finished up with that Island Gem. We're just gonna go over a couple things, just our overall thoughts on the cigar itself. Just starting from the beginning, I personally didn't like how hard it was to draw. I poked my cigar probably 3 times. It would loosen up for a few pulls, and then it would immediately tighten back up. It was hard again to pull. It did have a very smooth, creamy flavor throughout it. The consistency was there in that aspect. However, as soon as I started that second third, all the way throughout the rest of the cigar. I was getting a different aftertaste that was not pleasurable when I was pushing out the smoke. The cigar itself was alright. It was not the most enjoyable one I've had so far, but the cigar, it wasn't a bad smoke. It was consistent in the aspect of the creamy cocoa flavor, in my opinion. However, the aftertaste just hit me in that second third.
Yeah, and for me, it was okay. It was kind of towards the end, just mediocre. I will say that the cigar is more of a cool factor. It looks really cool. I think it's nice to have one in your humidor. Would I buy it again?
Just to keep it in the humidor, right?
Probably just for show and tell.
Absolutely.
I don't think I'd go and just say, you know what, I want that to smoke tonight. There's many others that are, for my palate, that would be more enjoyable. Glad we had it tonight.
Absolutely.
I think it was it's always a good time when you're
Relaxing, smoking a cigar.
talking with friends, and yeah, that's my take on it.
The cigar itself, it took us about an hour and 15 to an hour and 20 to fully smoke that cigar. So it is on the shorter side of a smoke. Real quick, we just want to kind of go over our overall rating of a cigar. Based
1 to 10, right?
1 to 10, 10 being the best cigar you've ever had. And it's simply based on this cigar. It's not based on any cigar we've ever had. So going based on the wrapping, it was a really rough wrapping cigar. There was you could see the lines from the wrapping.
Kind of rugged.
It was a rugged cigar, but I think it was all going for the aesthetic look, based on how they put the cap in there for where you were inhaling, as well as how they had the end of the cigar like frayed. I think that whole rugged look was the aesthetic look. So for me, it gives it a few extra points because the aesthetic look was really cool, and that's why, like you said, I would definitely buy at least one more just to keep in my humidor. Show and tell piece, it looks really cool. But going into the flavor, it wasn't really anything that really popped. There wasn't anything that stood out for me. Yeah, I had that creamy cocoa pretty much throughout it, but the aftertaste just kind of ruined that cigar for me.
What's your grade?
That and the pull, I'm probably gonna rank that cigar about a 5. It wasn't a bad smoke. Like I said, it had that creamy cocoa, but there wasn't anything that kind of made it stand out above and beyond to really make me want to have another one.
It's just a mediocre steak.
In our opinion.
Correct. I know there's plenty of people out there who love it, and that's great. The cigar, you should smoke what you enjoy. My grade for this, from 1 to 10, 5. It's gonna be about a 5.
Yeah, so. It's kind of right in the middle. There is good parts of the cigar, but there's just unenjoyable things. The pull for me was definitely a big factor in that 5 rating.
So that concludes our session, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the bell.
Like the video,
and
we'll catch you guys next time.
We'll see you on Freedom's Cigar Break.
Peace out. See you guys.